Hello, classmates of communications. My name is Brian Rice, and today's class is going to be about preparing for the board. If you see me looking down, it's because I took a little notes to help me give this speech. Okay, the general purpose of this speech is to help prepare you guys to be able to get the Army Board accomplished and completed. By the end of the speech, you guys will be better informed on how to do an Army Board, how to study for it, how to prepare for it, how to do anything with the Army Board. Because Army Boards is what will make you a better leader. Studying for the Army Board and passing it will make you a better leader if you try at it. Without proper studying, then you'll be the only clown in the room. And you don't want to be like this guy. You don't want to be the clown in the room. Nobody really cares for a clown. They're good to laugh at, but not good to lead. Studying for the board isn't as hard as it seems. A lot of people think that it's really hard. They're like, oh, I have no time for this. Well, you do have time. You gotta make time. If you have time to sleep, you have time to study. You can always make time for a board. The reason why I can give this speech is because I've been to a few boards. I haven't always won them. I've only won a couple, but that was later on. The very first boards I've done, I stunk at, but I had to keep practicing until I got better at my speech. I'm going to be explaining to you on the steps on how to prepare for the board and how to study for it. So let's get started on how to study for the board. First, you need to prepare for the board. So preparing for the board, you have to know soldiers' tasks and drills. You need to know land nav. You know the basic soldier needs, the basic soldier task. And if you're planning on getting promoted, like the sergeant or staff sergeant, you need to know counseling on ways to be a leader. Because without knowing ways to be a leader, then why can't you be a leader? So you gotta study for it, and then you gotta train on it. Very first month, what I would do for preparing for the board is I would do mock boards. Mock boards is when you have your leaders of your platoon, of other platoons, whatever. It could just be other fellow soldiers. They'll come and they'll just sit down, and then you guys practice doing a board. It's not an official one, but it's still a practice board, and it still makes it where you have to be confident. You can't laugh. You can't do any of that stuff, because if you do, then you're going to get points taken off you when you go to the real thing. So it's better to get all your nervousness and everything out on a mock board, because this is the best thing to do. Because if you get it all done, you walk in there head high, you just won the board probably. So what we're going to talk about now is 2 weeks before the board. So 2 weeks before the board, your nerves are getting rattled. You're really nervous about this board that's coming out, because you know it's going to hit you eventually. So what you need to do is you need to keep studying. And you should have been studying a while ago. Like what I did, I should explain on last module, is I made flashcards. I have my own flashcards, and I would write them down, and I would just study them every day. And every day, once I knew the whole stack of flashcards, I would make new flashcards. So those would stick in your brain. You know, like years and dates of like wars, of Independence Day, of when the Army was born, stuff like that. You make flashcards, and then you just study that. And then 2 weeks before the board, every day, just study, because by the time the board hits, you're going to know it on top of your head. Now, since it's 2 weeks before the board, this is when you need to make sure all your nervousness has went out the door. So start doing more mock boards. Start trying to get your higher NCOs to come help you. Maybe your platoon sergeant will come in. Because what a real board has is normally your first sergeant, platoon sergeants, and 3 other platoon sergeants. So if you can get your own platoon sergeant and help you out with a mock board, then you already have someone that's actually going to be grading you, helping you out. So that's what I would have done. That's what I have done, is had my platoon sergeant come. a week before your board, or sooner, or on if you want to do it like that, is start learning the history of your brigade, of your battalion, because if you know more stuff about the history, like if they ask you something, then you'll be able to be like, yeah, so and so went to Vietnam on this day, and they'll be like, look at you and be like, wow, you know your stuff. So it's always good to know unit history, battalion history, brigade history, stuff like that. Make sure you know your soldier's creed of non-commissioned officer, and forget what the other name of it is. Now let's go on to winning the board. This is when your arms are up high and you just won the board with your head out. So winning the board, you need to be walking there with confidence, as I said earlier, and know your material. If you know your material and you're confident, your facing movements are on point, then you should have high points when you get out of the board. And you'll probably come out as the winner, because that's what you go in there for, is to win. And as long as you did everything as I told you, prepared for the board, confidence, all that stuff, then you should be walking out with your head open wide, open up high, and you'll be good. There should be no doubt about it. So, you are now done with the board, and you walked out with your head high. You might not have won it, but who cares? Practice, practice, practice. Practice is what's going to make you better. If you lost this time, that just means it's a better opportunity for next time. Because you're never actually going to lose, because every time if you don't pass the board, now your next board, you already know what's going to happen. So now you have better understanding than your fellow peers that are about to be going against you next month. Even if you didn't win the board, that just gives you more practice. Okay, well, that was the end of my speech. I hope you guys liked it. I hope this helps you out with the board and preparing for the board. Because all I want you guys to do is to be able to walk in there and win the board. Because no one really helped me when I got to the unit. And once I went to the board, I knew everything. So now I want to pass my knowledge on to you. So thank you for listening to my speech, and have a good day.